dumbest things parents do. All right, let's see how this is.
Stupid things that parents do. Okay, look. All right, before I start the video, I love my parents. I love
We
my
all love
mother
our
and
parents,
father
man.
very dearly. There's no gun to my head, no nothing. Okay, I'm just kidding. But they put up with my dumb ass for years. So, I just have to thank them and congratulate.
I feel like it's like I feel like at least with playgrounds, it's like just a common thing. It's like a canon event. Everyone's jumping from the top of the playground. Now, I personally never felt. I jumped like a champ and I always landed on my feet. But I feel like that's kind of a canon event. Same way with like the swings when you're like swinging and they like jump from the swing. That was random. I don't know why.
Them at the same time if they're watching this video somehow. Like, obviously, it's not all sunshine and rainbows with the parents. Like, there was some stuff that made me
Bro,
crash
that
out. So,
Fortnite
we're gonna
thing
first
brought
start
back
with
some
the
memories,
door
man.
dilemma. Now, you're probably wondering, what is the door dilemma? When my parents leave my room and keep the door open. But
Bro, I hate that. And the thing is, it's not even just your parents. Sometimes it's your sister, brother, or sometimes it's even your dog. But sometimes your dog's your op, bro. But like, it's so annoying, especially like honestly, I feel like it's worse to leave the door cracked open than just to leave it wide open. Cause I'm just like, okay, you at least have it one way. You can't go like halfway on it.
I'll give them their credit. They've been learning to shut the door. But other than that, no, they would have just left it open. But just growing up, that shit pissed me off because I have to get my 300-pound ass up off the chair. And okay,
Three
I'm not
hundred
300
pounds is
pounds. I'm
crazy.
not Dave Blunt's big back status. I'm not 300 pounds. But I am lazy as hell, though. So I have to get my ass up and shut the door. It's just such an inconvenience. But yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, I do feel like it's so much effort. Like it feels like yeah, it's just closing a door. But since you're already comfortable in the bed or whatever you got to do, now just getting up is just like why do I have to do that?
That series, but it leave me a little bit riled, a little bit peeved. So not shutting the door, big no-go in the duck house. One must shut what they must open. That's gonna be the
Bars.
quote on
Somebody
my
quote
grave.
that.
Luckily,
Oh,
my
that's
parents
on
didn't
his
do this
grave.
next thing, but I'm sure a lot of you have run into parents where they think their son or daughter is the next prodigy. They think they're like Ronaldo and Messi. Like, no.
To be fair, some of us are people like the next Ronaldo. I'm just say like, did I say Ronaldo? Ronaldo? Ronaldo. 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 Ronaldo.
By the way, they would be like 10 years old playing in like youth soccer. Like, okay, alright, I didn't know we had some big ballers on Facebook, my bad. But whenever I play
All right, bro. Let the parents be happy. I feel like if my son hit like a 1-2 pointer, I'm post. Whoa, what's my first? I don't have a son, but if I had a son and he's a little 2 pointer, or my daughter was a little sub, post all about. I think that's more of just being like a good supportive parent rather than being bad parent.
sports, it would always be some parent in the crowd acting like their son is about to go pro. This is not the G League, alright? This is not that intense. It's youth baseball.
Bro, is that not kind of just hating though? Like I feel like I would. That's the thing you would want your parents to do, unless you're like get really embarrassed by it. But just knowing that your parents are your number one supporters, I mean, like not that bad.
And the umpire is not going your way every time. Just because you think your son is so high and mighty at baseball. This shit made me mad even though it had nothing to do with my life. I was just mad for the other kid, bro. Like, how do you have a parent with that much of an ego? And you bet whenever they got ready to go to university, that shit was on Facebook. And they get ready for their job interview, that's on Facebook. They land the job offer, it's on Facebook.
All right, bro. It's a little too much now, but still, I stand by my opinion about it. Just being like, support. Am I tripping? Am I tripping?
At this point, they basically live through their kids, bro. They've just hung up their own cleat. Because at this point, you're just flexing your children like they're diamond VVS 24 karat chains that you gotta.
Bro, girls are so fucking ugly. I truly don't know why nobody gets those. Like, sometimes it's good, but never something you can like personally. Like, I feel like it'd be kind of annoying to always have gold on your teeth. I don't know. Maybe that's just a broke nigga talking.
The ice box. Another thing that would piss me off that my parents would do is do these first day of school pictures. I even had to do this on my first day of college. No.
All right. I feel like this video is just like low key hating, bro. Like, it was a bad thing that your parents is like, happy and taking pictures. Like, I get it's a little annoying, but like, it's like one of those things where I guess like you grow up and realize that it's like a good thing rather than a bad thing. But maybe that's just me. I keep saying that because I feel like, damn, like I did not think we would like see different opinions on this.
I am not kidding. So yeah, I've been doing this shit recently. So you can't say I'm just reminiscing on the good times peaking or whatever. I don't know. Because it's not good times. This is not nostalgic. I just smile for
My bad. I feel like he just answered my shit.
For the camera at 6 in the morning. Like, at this point, just take the picture when you get home, bro. Like, just any time but 6
I
in the morning.
guess.
Next, we have one of the worst lines in parenting history. Are you ready? Because I said so. Because for one, I don't even
I agree with this one. That shit, that and I'm your parents, so you do what I say. That shit bugs me, bro. Like, it's I feel like it's more of a cop out. Like, it's not like give me an actual reason to why instead of just because you said so. I don't know. That's just one of my biggest pet peeves.
get a reason as to why I can't do something. No, they just break out this line when they can't come up with anything. Because if you want me to see your point, come up with some sort of valid reason as to why I shouldn't do something. Because I said so is just a terrible excuse. It's just a complete nothing burger. It's the most annoying line in parent history. And it would always
I
be
agree.
over
I
the
agree with
most
that. That's
simple
not
shit,
ridiculous.
too. Like, I would just say, why can't I play video games for another hour? Because I said so. And then they would just shut the
Bro,
internet off.
oh,
And
I
speaking of,
hate
this was only
that.
exclusive to me. I don't know
So
if
bad,
anyone
bro.
else out there had parents that would shut the internet off at a certain time. I think Birdie talked about it in one of his videos, but what? I've never heard a parent
Wait, is him and Brady not the same people? What are
every
they really
time. I
not the
think
same
Birdie
person? Like, does that not look like him?
talked about it in one
Like,
of his
look at that.
videos, but what?
Now look at this. Are they not the same person? They sound the same too.
I've never heard a parent that's ever done that in my life. Yeah, people will think I live in like some dictatorship type of country because I couldn't be on the game past another hour. And it'll always be at 11 o'clock. 11 p.m. The game
I
would
miss
shut
playing
off.
Fortnite,
It doesn't
man.
matter if I was in the middle of a game, it would always shut off. And as soon as it turned 11 o'clock, everyone in the party knew, oh, his dumbass got DC'd. And I used certain things to get around this, and somehow they worked. I'm not gonna disclose that on the video because you never know. Once I developed a little bit more of brain cells, I was able to figure this out. Helicopter parents. We can't let helicopter parents slide off this video. I know everyone talks about helicopter parents, but once I was able to drive, I had to download this app called Life 360. And they were
What even is helicopter parents? Just parents that always want to watch over what you do? I'm pretty sure that is it. And actually, a funny thing, I kind of forced my parents to be on a Live 360. They didn't tell me. I didn't know where you guys are going. You guys don't even know where I'm going.
acting like I was gonna go to some sort of rager and drink until I pass out and roll up or whatever. And honestly, I'm not the type of person to drink until I pass out. I didn't even know the taste of elk when I first started driving. I never even had it. So I don't even know why they would think I would go on and party. When I got my license, I was the last
Nah, cause I wasn't doing none of that crazy stuff like alcohol or like weed and stuff like that until like after college started. Like literally, I wouldn't even say a single curse word. So it was like, but then the second college started, I started cursing like a sailor. I started drinking, and I'm not saying like college like changes you, but it kind of just lets you be more of you. I don't know. For some reason, I was just like, man, cursing is bad. I don't want to do it. Drinking is bad. I'm gonna wait till I'm 21. Then I was kind of like, why the fuck am I waiting? Especially with drinking, I was like, all right, guys, this is all made up. If like anybody of older, like authorities are listening, but like I always think, yeah, it's bad for you, but once you get like, what's the difference from drinking when you're like 20 and 21? Like, yeah, one of them you're legally allowed to drink now, but like both or drinking either way is bad for you. So why would I wait a year to do something bad for me instead of just doing it now? Especially if it makes life more fun. Like I'm not like a heavy drinker. I only do it for like parties. But like like why would I wait a year longer to do something bad when I get to do that bad thing now and still have more fun?
person to be at a party. All I would do is go get something to eat, go to a gas station, or be at a friend's house. Or I would be at school. Like, those are the only locations I would have been to. And they still press me about Life 360 to this day, and I don't put it on. Because if I did use Life 360, it would drain the battery out of my phone, and I would end up with a dead phone every day. Because it would just die in the middle of the day.
Nah, like I have like 360 on like 5 different like people. My phone battery lasts is pretty fine. Like yeah, sure, it drains a little bit better, but that big of a deal. Plus, you're like always next to an outlet or usually home, so it doesn't go bad dead in like an hour unless your phone's like really old.
Since I had to keep my location on at all times. That's what Life 360 was. You just had your location on 24/7 and they could see everywhere you go. Seems very helicopter-ish, especially if they're watching it all day. The only time I would find it useful is some deranged tweaker kidnaps me and then I get stuck in his basement. And if that were to happen, no reception and my phone would die anyway. Yeah, my bad, I got a little morbid there, but still. And plus I live in a rural area, so half the places don't even have reception. Service is a little bit spotty. Now, I never saw the vision with Life 360, and something else I never saw the vision with is having favorites. Now, I don't think my family did this. Keyword, I don't.
Usually they say the youngest get the favoritism, but I'm personally youngest. I'm not gonna say I got favoritism, but it was kind of just like this is my parents' third time raising somebody, so they kind of already know what to do and like how to handle it. Plus, like I don't know, I feel like the parents would be more annoyed if the kid was by themselves, because then the parent has to constantly occupy them. But since I was the youngest, I had siblings that could watch me or entertain me or do whatever for me. And yeah, I feel like it's just more of like it's easier for them now than before. But yeah, no, definitely some people have favorites. I'm not gonna say they don't.
Think they did this, but maybe deep down they had favorites. But yeah, you never know. As long as they don't do this double standard bullshit with the youngest, the middle child, and the oldest child. Punishment's gotta be equal across the board. A lot of parents will be lenient towards their favorite child when it comes to timeouts or whatever, I don't know. Next we have talk back.
Bro, he could putting that bird do anything. Are they not the same people?
Talk back situation. We need to discuss this. Parents, if you're watching this video, we need to talk. This is more serious than Cypher PK.
I promise she's gonna say something like when they tell you something or ask you something, you say something, they say you're talking back, and it's like you're not talking back. You're just having a conversation. In order to have a conversation, you must like talk.
Fortnite we need to talk video. How is it considered back talk if we're just replying to what you just
Caught it. Caught it. Caught it. Caught it.
said? Isn't that how a conversation works? Because sometimes
Low key, I'm about to do my hair as we're watching this.
I feel like I would give my parents a reply. Just a simple reply. Nothing more. Just simple answer. And then they would just call me a wise ass out of nowhere. Like, what do you mean wise ass? I'm just giving you an answer. Like, how is that wise ass behavior? Like, seriously, somebody tell me right now. Like, if I'm just replying to what you just said. Sometimes I would be a spiteful asshole and murmur under my breath. But there were some times I would just reply with an answer and I would get the back talk treatment. And even with teachers, yeah, this back talk thing, this dilemma.
Teachers are just like an extra parent, so I can understand why like the teachers act exactly like parents. A lot of teachers are parents actually. So kind of see why they do this stuff, but still annoying nonetheless.
It was always prevalent in the classroom, too. They'd always say some shit like, why are you giving me back talk, young man? Like, bro, shut the hell up. It's a Q&A. I reply with an answer. And they would say, that's back talk right there, what I just said. But yeah, some parents just won't even hear their kid out, and they'll hit them with the back talk. And that's like, you're forced to shut up, or else you're gonna get timeout, or, I don't know, some other punishment. But next we have the video games get taken away punishment. Now, they would do this if I got a C on a test, even just one C, like seriously. So yep,
Bro, can y'all hear that bird? Yo, where are you? There's like 3 chickens just in my yard.
don't have the Black Knight skin because I got a C on a test. Yeah, I really got that shit taken away during Prime.
Bro, I miss the old Fortnite, bro. My favorite season was season 4 with the superheroes. Heek.
Fortnite, that is insane. Obviously, not the worst punishment in the world, but not the best either. I don't know, I'd rather get like a math tutor or something as a punishment, because maybe that would fucking help me in the slightest, just a tiny bit, and not taking away video games. That will not help me succeed in math whatsoever. But yeah, guys, you know what? Since I got my video games taken away, you know what? I'm just gonna be a grinder. Absolutely locked in. No longer gonna be geeked. Just pure.
Yeah, I always wonder, like, parents be like, if you take away the game, that's gonna like help you like learn more. But no, that's just gonna make me mad and just make me not want to learn even more. Like, I don't know, some punishments don't make you want to do things more. They kind of just make things worse for you.
Lock-in, or I could just pull out my phone. Like, seriously, the fact that you can counteract this punishment so easily, it just needs to be put on the list just for that. Like, if you really love video games, it's gonna sting, but I don't know, if you don't really care about them, then not really. Because in my case, I could play them on the weekend. I just couldn't play them during the week, so this was a pretty useless punishment. And if you're wondering, my grades did not go up at all. Next, we have the micromanager. Now, taking advice and wisdom from your parents, very needed. Very necessary. But if they're sat there micromanaging your entire life, you can't do this, yada yada, you can't do that. It's just stupid, bro. I'm not trying to be another you. Like, I'm just trying to be me. I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of parents, my parents didn't do this, but they try to make you the them they wanted you to be. And if that's happening to you, be yourself. to be your parents, but I can understand why it's like some parents like dropped a lot of stuff just to like have you, so they kind of like they want you to put their dreams onto you, which is kind of bad, but like at the same time like I can see what they're talking about, but like it's not good.
Do what I want with my life. Like, they can advise all they want, but it really just gets to a point where advice just becomes micromanaging. Like, obviously you can have your parents help you with things because you're asking for the help. But when it's unwanted, that's when it gets a little annoying. Next, we have having a Karen meltdown in front of their children. Now, this one only applies to Karens, of course. For whatever reason, they just decide to start having a rampage and their child's always there. Why would you just set a terrible example?
I don't think I've ever actually seen a Karen in real life. Like, I know they exist, but luckily I haven't really seen one, so we're good.
In front of your child on how to act in public. Like, seriously, and then they'll act like they're in the right. Come on, Timmy, let's go. Like, bro, really? Like, what do you mean, let's go? Storming off acting like they're in the right. Like, seriously, bro. Literally just apologize for what you just crashed out about. Because when you're a kid, you absorb shit like a sponge. So if you see your parents acting a fool in the store, then you might think, okay, obviously.
Okay, no, my mom is actually a Karen. I really thought about this, but bro, my mom is she's not like a Karen. Speak her mind. Like at the food place, the food took a long time. The food was cold. No, the food wasn't even cold. It was warm. And I was like I took about. I calmed down. Like it's a little warm, but hers was good. I'm like, she's like, oh, do you want me to call her? I said, nah, nah. Like I'll eat it. It's fine. I was just like, saying it isn't necessarily a problem. I was just like, oh man, wait all this time for warm food. But like, I was just like, nah, you don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say nothing. She's like, okay, whatever. We didn't say nothing. The lady come with our bill, and she said, yeah, the food was unsatisfactory. It was really cold. Exact words. She was like, it was really cold and it's just stuff like that.
Or whatever. You have no idea. These Karens, they hold way more influence than they think, so they'd stop
Bro,
these
what is
meltdowns.
that?
Embarrassing you in front of your crush.
Valid.
Luckily, this is not a duck tradition. Well, at least I don't think it is. Maybe one day they'll fire with this crazy ammunition about how I got a mohawk when I was 8 years old, but you never know. But yeah, if we were not
My parents will always just tell me like to go talk to them. They wouldn't really say nothing themselves, but they'll be like, "Oh, go talk to them. Oh, that's your crush over there. Go talk to her. Whatever." They'll be like, they W hype man. They W hype man. I can't.
locked in, then that shit would piss me off. Because that's for like when you're about to get married. Or no. But yeah, if we were not locked in, then that shit would piss me off. Because that's for like when you're about to get married or whatever. You shoot all these embarrassing stories out your asshole out of nowhere. Okay, huge pause there. Holy shit. Okay, anyways, I just gotta be ready. I just gotta stay 10 toes for whenever they embarrass me. And I just gotta pray to God that she finds it romantic that the duck got a mohawk at 8 years old. I also have a Spotify podcast.
Well, that's the video. Good video. Make sure you check out the duck on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. Not underscore pin comments. Join the Discord. All this is my first reaction video, so yeah, no, I was kind of ass, and quality's ass, everything's lagging, but whatever. I don't really care. Thank you for watching. That was gay as fuck, bro. Thank you for watching.